Our third competitor of the day is not a stranger to the finals stage. If everyone can give it up for Meg Skop from the Coffee Movement.
Awesome. May I have my music, please? All right. Yeah, I'm feeling good. You guys feeling good? Let's taste some coffee. Time. I'd like to start today with a challenging but hypothetical question for you all. What would our industry's version of utopia look like? I know, it's a big question, but you're probably considering things like sustainable agriculture, direct trade, or even intentional roasting or extraction in the cafe. All these ideas? Totally right. And over the next 3 courses, I'm going to summarize how these ideas are actually a mindset that we can collectively embrace to pursue all our versions of utopia together. The last few years, I've had the privilege of widening my horizons as a coffee professional by coaching and judging different competitions, traveling to Oregon, and even speaking on a panel discussing this very topic of envisioning utopia in our industry. This all got me thinking more about the big picture, what all really goes into making a cup of coffee, and what that means for our talented producers, baristas, and the greater coffee community. Now, market competition can easily result in our producers being very protective over their innovations to further their own success. I think collaboration and sharing information will drive our industry forward, which is why I've created a blend of 2 rival producers' coffees. Both these producers are world-renowned for pushing innovation in our industry. But an African proverb sums it up best. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. This is why my blend is truly an example of this utopian mindset. Now, collaboration is a lot of work. Creating a blend of 2 rival producers' coffees required patience and trial and error. But the result represents why working together in the end is always worth it. Both my coffees are from Cauca, Colombia, grown at 1,900 meters above sea level. The first 10% of my blend is a pink bourbon produced by Wilton Benitez. This pink bourbon is known for its vibrant acidity. So I rested it for 65 days, softening the acidity so that it harmonizes perfectly with the next component of my blend, the main component, a geisha grown by Diego Bermudez at a farm that borders Wilton's. But this geisha is delicate and tea-like, a coffee that would normally be overpowered by blending it with the pink bourbon. So, I collaborated with Moxie Roasters to create a unique line with more development, boosting the geisha's intensity of flavors and sweetness, so that it harmonizes perfect with that softened pink bourbon. Now, there's definitely pressure to have memorable marketing. So our producers use very different terminology when talking about their processes, but they're actually done in an almost identical way. Both producers start with their respective variety in whole cherry. They're washed with ozonated water and then added to a fermentation tank that's vacuum sealed at 40 degrees Fahrenheit. This cool temperature controls the environment and slows the fermentation down, developing a liquid pulp at the base of the tank called a mosto. After this first stage of fermentation, the cherry is fully depulped from the seed. And the seed, along with that mosto juice, are added to a second fermentation tank. This time, it's open to the air and heated. This dramatic temperature change opens the pores of the seed, allowing it to efficiently absorb the sugars from the mosto juice, bringing a tropical sweetness to the cup. The last step of this process is mechanically drying in a controlled environment for 5 days to reach 11% moisture content. Wilton and Diego take these meticulous steps to produce an exceptionally clean, sweet, and fruity coffee. Their innovations inspired me on how I wanted to approach this espresso course. So, I brewed my espressos at 20 grams in, 45 grams out, in 25 seconds. This is where I found the perfect balance of flavors. Now, I'm vacuum sealing your espressos. And then I'll be blending, not only to fully stir and bring down to the perfect drinking temperature, but to also remove the CO2 gas, reducing the bitterness significantly that you normally find in espresso. And then vacuum blending fully emulsifies. This is going to result in the following texture. You're going to get a medium weight, a juicy texture, and a pleasantly lingering finish. And then in the cup, you're going to taste juicy peach, yellow mango, and a pleasantly lingering oolong tea finish. As I set your espressos out, feel free to dig right in. Now today I also chose transparent glassware for all 3 courses to showcase the consistent textural experience you'll have today. So once again, judges, you're gonna get juicy peach, yellow mango, and that pleasantly lingering oolong tea. I'll let y'all enjoy those espressos, and then I'll be back shortly with your milk course. Cheers.
Up for Meg's Espressos.
All right, welcome back, judges. Now, the word utopia might imply perfection to some, but perfection is not attainable. The utopian mindset is more so about always striving for better, how there's always ways to grow and to progress. This year for my milk course, I'm using a milk blend I've actually used before. And while it's delicious, it's definitely come with its own set of challenges. It's not pasteurized, so it expires quickly. And then it's non-homogenized, so it separates into layers, making it difficult to steam. Heard that? So to embrace that utopian mindset of growth, this year, I vacuum blended my milk on a commercial blender backstage. This removes the oxygen, extending that shelf life, and then blending in this vacuum sealed environment fully and indefinitely emulsifies, allowing me to focus solely on milk texture and temperature for you all today. So 95% of my milk blend is a A2 protein, 12% fat, cream top milk. Since this milk is non-homogenized, I actually skimmed the cream top off of one bottle and added it to another, doubling its fat content, resulting in a velvety mouthfeel. The remaining 5% of my blend is a freeze-dried dairy. The innovation of freeze-dried dairy locks in the natural sugar content, resulting in a confectionery sweetness today. As I pass your drinks out, please make your visual evaluation, but hold off on tasting for now. Now for my espresso, I updosed. 21 grams in, 45 grams out in 27 seconds. This ratio increases the intensity of my blend, allowing it to stand up to my milk's high fat and sugar content. And today, I'm doing 1 part espresso to 2 parts milk. This is going to result in the following flavors: nougat, buttery shortbread, and peach milk tea. As soon as I set this last one down, feel free to go ahead and enjoy. Cheers, y'all. I'll be back shortly.
Give it up for those milk bevs.
All right, we made it to our last course, the signature course. So I started our time here together by brewing the same extraction as the espresso course, totaling 4 ounces of espresso in your signature drink today. I let this chill at room temperature for a little bit, and now let's talk about ingredients. So to enhance the delicate florality of Diego's Geisha, I steeped jasmine flower in coconut milk at a 1:100 ratio. I'm using 2 ounces of this ingredient, and it's going to bring aromatic florality and texture to your drink today. Then, to enhance the tropical sweetness of Wilton's Pink Bourbon, I created my own yellow mango oleosaccharum with 1 to 10 parts sugar to fruit. Then, I used the yellow mango peels and seeds to create my own organic culture with pineapple juice, 2 tonka beans, and salt. I strain this after 3 days, and then I combine these ingredients in equal parts, creating my own yellow mango pineapple mosto juice syrup, inspired by Diego and Wilton. Now I'm using 2 ounces of this ingredient. It's going to bring a complex citric acidity and a juicy ripe fruit sweetness. Lastly, I'm adding 1 milligram, not 10, don't worry, of red chili olive oil. This is going to bring structure and a pleasant, warming finish. So now I'm going to showcase the full potential of this vacuum blending technique by once again removing the oxygen, reducing the bitterness significantly from the espresso, and then blending in this vacuum sealed environment fully and indefinitely emulsifies. It's going to emulsify these oils, fats, and liquid ingredients in my drink, creating a unique flavor and a sustained textural experience. So while that's blending, let's talk about flavors. So first on the nose, you're gonna get cherry blossom and lime zest. Your drink is gonna have an ambient temperature, a silky texture, and the weight of chocolate milk. And then, as you sip, you're going to taste cherry, marzipan, lemon candy, and that pleasantly warming habanero finish, which is actually quite floral as well. I'm gonna go get your drinks, I'll be right back. So, what does utopia actually look like in our industry? I realize it's not a place or a reality. It's really that collective dedication to progress and to each other. Because when we go together, we can truly go far. Judges, it's been such an honor to be here with you today. I hope you've enjoyed these coffees as much as I have. As soon as I call time, feel free to enjoy those. You're going to taste once again cherry, marzipan, lemon candy, and that pleasant, warming, and floral habanero finish. you. That'll be my time.
The coffee movement, Meg Skop.